So happy to introduce Dr. Lori Wolf and Dr. Sonia Lovejoy from Gem Prep Charter Schools. They are visionary leaders dedicated to harnessing the power of AI to transform education. They have developed a very incredible, innovative tool that provides students with instant feedback while enabling teachers to gather real-time data to inform and personalize instruction. With a focus on impact-driven solutions, they are pioneering approaches that empower both students and educators to thrive in a rapidly evolving AI world. Their commitment to excellence and forward-thinking strategies positions Gem Prep at the forefront of educational technology and AI integration. So without further ado, please welcome Gem Prep.
Thank you so much. That was an amazing introduction. We're just so excited to be here and have the opportunity to present what we're learning. We learned so much from the last Lunch and Learn, and we're excited to hear what everyone else is doing around this as well. Sonia and I lead a group of 7 charter schools in Idaho. All of our schools are Title I schools, and they're all kindergarten through 12th grade. We started as an online school, which is rather unusual. It's actually a high-achieving online school, and then opened brick and mortar schools. And we also have 3 micro schools that we have just started. So lots of fun things happening. And Sonia, if you'll go to the next slide. Our focus this year is really on strengthening Tier 1 instruction. That's our main purpose. So that's where the brainstorm for this tool came from. We're measuring our effectiveness of our Tier 1 instruction with daily exit tickets or checks for understanding. And that's been a big load for teachers to grade those and give students instant feedback. But we know how critical that is for students. We also wanted to lighten teachers' loads and be able to give them instant feedback about misconceptions and mastery. So that's kind of the problem of practice that we were trying to solve with this. We think it's really critical for students to receive immediate feedback so that they can own their learning. And we also want teachers to get that same feedback quickly. And I'm super excited to turn it over to Sonia so she can show you what she has created.
Thank you, Lori, and thank you for that great introduction. My slides have quite a bit of information. I'm obviously not going to cover all of this. I just wanted to provide it for anyone who's a nerd like me so that you could refer back to it. I also have resources at the end if you want to replicate the rooms or any of the work that we've done. So we are on our second iteration of a rollout for exit tickets. Our first round, we created a tool for both ELA and math exit tickets. We had an all-staff PD, showed them how to use the tool. Well, our ELA teachers quickly learned, oh, I don't like this prompt output. I'm just going to change the instructions to get what I'm looking for. And they dove right in and owned the tool and have been using it successfully since then. Not so much with math. That's where we had most of our challenges. So the tool wasn't accurately grading student work because we hadn't prompted it enough to accurately grade work. And feedback was either inaccurate, it was a ton of feedback, or there was no feedback. And teachers could track usage and engagement in Magic School, but they didn't have any idea of who mastered it, who had a misconception, etc. And then with our math teachers, they weren't as quick to jump in and try and edit the tool as our ELA teachers. So when they found a problem or a student's paper was scored incorrectly, they just kind of threw in the towel and gave up on the tool. So we came back to the board and said, okay, here's some things that we need to work on. Essentially, it was 3 sections. So we needed to program the tool so that we had accurate grading, immediate feedback, and then we wanted an opportunity for a second chance to master after getting feedback if necessary, and then somewhere to store the data, and then somewhere for teachers to access the data. So we started off by just prompting, and we had many iterations. We broke up our prompts into multiple sections, so opening, tone and rotations, evaluation, response, and knowledge. So as we ran it and tested it, when there was something wrong, we didn't have to go through lines and lines of code to make edits. And then we also programmed it to provide a second chance problem similar to the student or the problem the student had a problem solving. We also uploaded our unit TEs and then exemplars and student materials into the tool so it could reference that to pull similar problems and also provide feedback aligned with standards. So we're going to just jump in and be the scholar real quick. If you would, I'm going to put 6 minutes on the clock. I would ask that you click this grade 6 mission 3 lesson exit ticket and fill it out. You can fill it out either with Cami or PDF editor, or you can take a screenshot of a PDF editor, or you can write it on a piece of paper. And then I'm just going to ask you to submit it in our 6th grade mission 3 room, and make sure you hit the here button. It'll say click here to record your score. You should click that button and see this image. Okay, and we are at time, so we're going to keep trucking. So after we created that tool, our next piece to really get teacher buy-in is they wanted data. We know that they want this data and they don't have the capacity to grade every single exit ticket in time. So essentially, we programmed a webhook to collect the data as students submit. So when the scholar clicks here, it automatically loads into a Google Sheet. And then the last part was getting accessible data to teachers. We tried a multitude of different things. We even wrote an additional tool to put in the room that was going to be our data bot. But with everything that we tried, we couldn't get the two tools to sync on the data. So we ended up just creating a custom web app that quickly pulls up the data for teachers. So it's programmed. We rostered it using our staff email. So unfortunately, you guys can't access it because you don't have gym prep emails. But I did copy the script below for you if you wanted to just paste it in and personalize it to your own organization. But essentially, it looks like this. So we're logged in through Google, and so it pulls up my email so it knows I'm listed as an administrator. So I can pull data for any of our campuses, any of our teachers. Teachers, it's programmed by their school and by their own students. So this is for all of the practice data that we have in here. You could organize it by grade, by mission, by lesson, or by date. So I see out of 33, we have 55% that have mastered this skill. So I need to do some reteaching. And I can look down and I can see like who were the kids that mastered this skill. I can also look at what were the main misconceptions that we're seeing just really quickly. A lot of no final answer shown, so that's a problem. But it also goes into like missing explanation, no final answer shown, calculated wrong time duration, etc. You also can go to intervention And the intervention essentially just says, it's basically just those misconceptions, and it's kids that got a 1 or a 2. And then finally, there is summary, which just kind of gives you a breakdown. So I have 3 different lessons I've been practicing. It gives the average mastery level, and then it also shows if they improved by doing that second chance option. And then the last part that I think is really neat is this copy CSV, because what you can do is you are actually able to go into Magic School if you want more data than just, the basics. So as an example, I went into the data table analysis, and I just put, I need an intervention for students that got a 1 or a 2 on lesson 1. And then I just pasted that CSV, and it put all the data into a table and gave me interventions for every student and misconception. So this one, it was saying give them sentence stem practice. So you would, really scaffold and say okay, here's step 1. And then as you practice problems, remove those scaffolds. So it's been really, really exciting. So we're rolling out our version 2, and we're doing it a little differently. We're starting just with teachers on one campus. It's actually our online school because their kids and them are very tech savvy. So we're gonna roll it out with them to see are there kinks, are there changes, challenges, solutions, and then best practices for usage. And then we'll have those teachers actually model to the rest of our staff how they use it, how it's been beneficial, and then we'll just continue to roll it out by grade level. So the additional resources, this first one is just the Magic School room template. So if you wanted to copy the template from the room and make tweaks to your own curriculum, you're welcome to. And then this is just a Google Doc that has all of the instructions. Like I told you, I really did break it down. So these first set are just for the chatbot in Magic School. And then down here are the scripts for the additional pieces. So the webhook to collect data, and then for the data app for teacher facing. So all of these you can copy paste to create and replicate any of these tools if you're interested.